I guess you learn to adapt and overcome no matter what. I just got it's a funny story. I that the weekend before, a couple weekends before that, I was at a rodeo and I can't remember where I was at, but I come down and I was riding with my right hand holding on the rope that at that time, and I come down. I wore a face mask. I didn't wear a helmet at that time. I never did wear a helmet. I just wore a face mask with a cage on it. And I came down, and as I lost my feet, which means they come up behind me, and I basically face planted on top of his head. And I brought my hand down. Well, it hit me. It hit so hard, it knocked me cuckoo, and it sheared the bolts that held that screen onto that leather mask, uh, the wires on it, and it come right across this backside of my thumb, like right through here, and it tore a bunch of ligaments and stuff in it. And they said, well, you get out. We went to the doctor and they said, well, you got to have a cast. And I said, no way. I want to go shoot my bow. I got a deer coming in. And I'd seen all the scrapes and everything around trees before trail cameras or anything. I still
Yeah.
use trail cameras, but I had big scrapes around my tree stand. I was getting excited. And well, the doctor said, I'll tell you what, you bring your bow in when you come in to see me, and it was like Monday or something. It was a weekend when we called in. He said, bring your bow in, and we'll see if we can see what we can do to get to where you can shoot it. So we brought my bow in. We set my bow in my hand, and so he basically casted my hand to where it was just like this, and I could get my bow to set right in here, and I practiced with it. Well, I set out there and I ended up killing this deer in the middle of a rainstorm. I mean, it was a monsoon. I got done, and like my arm was soggy. I had to go get a cast the next day. Oh, it was stinky, but I got my deer. I got my deer. We had to call a guy with a four-wheeler to come help us get it out because you couldn't get in there with a pickup at all because it was so muddy, and we were probably a mile and a half back in there, and it was nasty day. And but I've learned a lot, just sitting in those trees and just adapting. And I guess you learn to adapt and overcome no matter what. If you want to do something, you can do it. You just got to figure out a way to do it. And that
Yeah.
was kind of what we did with that cast. But that's how my first buck went.